Google's AI just predicted XRP could hit $30. And the crypto world is losing its mind trying to prove it wrong. But what if they're all missing something huge? Here's what's actually happening. Google Gemini, one of the most advanced AI systems on the planet, analyzed XRP's potential and dropped a bombshell prediction. $30 per token. That's not some random number from a crypto bro on Twitter. This is artificial intelligence crunching massive amounts of data that humans literally can't process fast enough. And instead of asking why the AI sees this potential, everyone's rushing to dismiss it. They're calling it clickbait. They're saying it's impossible. They're doing everything except actually looking at what XRP is built to do. Let me break this down in the simplest way possible. XRP isn't just another cryptocurrency trying to replace your credit card. It's designed to move money between banks and across borders in seconds instead of days. Think about the last time you sent money internationally. It probably took 3 to 5 days and cost you $20 to $50 in fees. XRP can do that same transfer in 3 to 5 seconds for pennies. But here's where it gets really interesting. XRP is part of something called ISO 20022. And if you've never heard of that, you're not alone. But you need to understand this because it's literally reshaping the entire global banking system right now. ISO 20022 is basically a new universal language for financial institutions. Imagine if every bank in the world spoke a different language and they had to use translators every single time they talked to each other. That's how banking works today. It's slow, expensive, and outdated. ISO 20022 is the upgrade that lets all these banks speak the same language. And certain cryptocurrencies, including XRP, are built to work natively with this new system. That means when banks adopt ISO 20022, which they're legally required to do over the next few years, these tokens become the bridge for instant settlement. This isn't some future maybe scenario. Major banks are already testing and implementing this technology. We're talking about institutions that move trillions of dollars every single day. And they're choosing tokens like XRP because the current system is costing them billions in inefficiency. So when Google's AI predicts XRP at $30, it's not pulling that number from thin air. It's likely calculating the potential market cap needed if XRP captures even a fraction of the cross-border payment market. That market moves over $150 trillion every year. Let that sink in. If XRP handles just 1% of that volume, the math starts making the $30 prediction look conservative, not crazy. Now here's why people don't want to admit this might be right. First, XRP has been in a legal battle with the SEC for years, and that created massive doubt. Even though Ripple largely won that case, the stigma stuck. Second, a lot of crypto influencers bet against XRP publicly, and admitting they were wrong would hurt their credibility. And third, $30 sounds insane when you're used to seeing XRP trade around $2 or $3. But Google's AI doesn't care about stigma or egos or what sounds reasonable to humans. It looks at adoption rates, institutional partnerships, regulatory clarity, and market mechanics. And apparently, those numbers tell a very different story than the one most people are telling themselves. The other ISO 20022 tokens to watch include Stellar, Algorand, Quant, and Hedera. These aren't random altcoins. They're specifically designed to integrate with the new banking infrastructure. As banks complete their ISO 20022 transitions by 2025, these tokens could see explosive adoption simply because they're built for the system banks are required to use. Here's what you need to watch next. First, track which major banks announce ISO 20022 implementation milestones. Every announcement validates the use case. Second, watch regulatory developments around XRP specifically. The clearer the legal path, the more institutional money can flow in. And third, pay attention to Ripple's partnerships. They're not slowing down, they're accelerating. This is educational content only, not financial advice. Always do your own research before investing. But dismissing an AI prediction just because it sounds too good might be the biggest mistake crypto investors make this cycle. The technology is real. The banking adoption is happening. And the math might actually check out. Follow Stack Daily 60 for daily crypto and money tips.